Fans shared their amazement over Adriana's age. Adriana debuted in RHOM when the show launched in February 2011. Viewers were recently left stunned by the reality star's age and praised her incredibly beautiful appearance. One penned, "Adriana is incredibly beautiful. And she looks so young." Another added, "Also she's 59, which is insane. BC she looks so good and not fake." A third chimed in, "Brazilian jeans babe." A fourth wrote, "She looks so good. Barely has aged at all." While a fifth remarked, "The crush I have on that woman." Adriana had a starring role in Real Housewives of Miami's first 3 seasons. However, she has returned in a recurring capacity since season 4. Elsewhere, fellow RHOM star Larsa Pippen recently got a boob job, a nose job, a Brazilian butt lift and fillers, according to a top plastic surgeon. Speaking to the U.S. Sun, Christopher Costa, founder of Platinum Plastic Surgery in Las Vegas, said the 51-year-old Bravo star appeared to have undergone a total transformation with a variety of likely procedures. He said, "Larsa Pippen appears to have undergone what I'd consider a multi-phase aesthetic transformation, and there's nothing subtle about it. Based on recent photos, I'd say she's likely had lipo to the torso, possibly paired with a BBL to enhance her curves, plus a breast augmentation to boost volume and upper pole fullness." Dr. Costa added, "It's the kind of transformation that doesn't happen overnight and definitely not by accident. She's clearly chasing a very specific, hyper-feminine look. Think snatched waist, full lips, high cheekbones," he said of Larsa's overall new appearance. "The kind of aesthetic that plays well on social media and in front of the camera. It's similar to the evolution we've seen with celebs like Kim K and Blac Chyna, who've stacked procedures over time to build their brand." RHOM's first 3 seasons aired on Bravo, but then went on an indefinite hiatus. The show was revived in 2021, with seasons 4 and 5 being broadcast on Peacock. For the 6th and most recent season, the program returned to Bravo. For the stars of reality television, age is just a number until the number gets revealed and the internet collectively gasps in disbelief. And that's exactly what happened when the Real Housewives of Miami, RHOM, fans discovered Adriana de Moura's actual age. The social media buzz was deafening. The revelations triggered an avalanche of comments, memes, and wide-eyed reactions from fans who had followed her journey on the hit Bravo series for years. "Wait, she's how old?" one fan posted with a string of shocked face emojis. Another wrote, "Adriana is aging in reverse. I need her skincare routine, her surgeon's number, her astrologer, her shaman, everything." Yes, Adriana de Moura has always been one of those housewives, the kind who effortlessly floats into a scene in a bold designer look, delivers a sharp one-liner, and manages to leave everyone talking long after the episode airs. But no one was talking about drama this time. No, this was bigger. This was about the revelation that Adriana de Moura is 59 years old. Yes. You read that right. And the reaction? Absolute, collective, pop culture shattering astonishment. Adriana has long been a standout on the Real Housewives of Miami. With her Brazilian flair, sharp tongue, and flair for the dramatic, she's been a fan favorite and a sometimes polarizing figure since she first appeared on screen. She's outspoken, magnetic, and refuses to age according to anyone's rules. For years, fans guessed her age to be somewhere in her late 40s, maybe early 50s on a rough day. But never did anyone assume she was pushing 60. "I thought she was 45, tops," tweeted one fan after a recent episode showed Adriana glowing on a beachside lunch with the rest of the cast. Whatever she's doing, it's working and then some. When the revelation dropped quietly, almost too quietly, via a public record and then confirmed in a recent magazine interview, it sent the Bravo universe into a spiral. Let's be clear, this wasn't just about beauty or even health. This was about the unfathomable. Adriana de Moura had done something rare in Hollywood, and even rarer in reality TV. She had aged in plain sight and yet somehow not aged at all. Naturally, fans wanted answers. How does she do it? What's her secret? Does she bathe in glacier water? Practice facial yoga with monks? Sleep in a cryogenic chamber? Adriana, being Adriana, addressed the frenzy with signature flair during a live panel at a BravoCon-style fan event. Wearing a silk jumpsuit and radiating the kind of glow usually reserved for CGI characters, she smiled coyly and said, "Honey, the secret is self-love and SPF." But we knew there was more to the story. So we did what any curious housewives devotee would do, we went digging. Interviews, old clips, red carpet appearances, Instagram posts from 2013, nothing was off limits. And what we uncovered might not be magic, but it's pretty damn close. Here's what we know. Adriana has often joked that she's married to her moisturizer. And she's not kidding. Sources close to her say she's borderline obsessive about skincare. According to a former RHOM production assistant, who asked to remain anonymous, Adriana travels with not one, not two, but 3 mini skincare fridges, each one stocked with products that could rival a luxury spa. Morning, night, mid-afternoon touch-ups, she has a ritual, they said. It's like watching a scientist in a lab. Serums, lead masks, oxygen sprays, jade rollers, she uses them all. Her go-to brands? Think La Mer, Augustinus Bader, and obscure European apothecary brands you've never heard of but can't pronounce even if you tried. But the key, Adriana has said, is consistency. I've never slept in makeup a single day in my life. That's a sin, she told El Brazil. The skin is alive. You have to treat it like it's sacred. Behind the scenes, Adriana is deeply spiritual. Beyond her on-screen sass, she's a woman who meditates, journals, and regularly consults with her energy healer. Sources say she does Reiki, crystal therapy, and something called soul activation breathwork, a guided, rhythmic breathing technique that she claims clears emotional residue from the skin. Is there science behind that? Not really. But is her skin flawless? Absolutely. She also swears by sound baths, infrared saunas, and a plant-based detox she does every solstice. Your skin reflects your inner energy, she once said. You can't glow on the outside if your soul is dim. Adriana's workout routine isn't your basic treadmill and sit UPS scenario. It's more like a samba-infused, Pilates-laced, ocean dancing hybrid that keeps her body sculpted and her spirit buoyant. She dances almost every day, one friend shared. Even if she's tired, she'll throw on a playlist and just move. That's her cardio. That's her therapy. She's also a longtime practitioner of capoeira, a Brazilian martial art that blends dance, acrobatics, and music. It connects me to my roots and keeps me agile, she said. Add in hot yoga, deep stretching, and underwater resistance training, yes, that's a thing, and you begin to see how she maintains that effortless grace. While Adriana isn't shy about indulging, her love of red wine and chocolate soufflé is well documented. Her day-to-day diet is focused on whole, nutrient-dense foods. Think acai bowls in the morning, grilled fish with papaya salsa for lunch, and quinoa stuffed peppers with roasted cashews for dinner. She also drinks a green elixir she calls the Mermaid Tonic, a mix of spirulina, chlorophyll, lemon juice, and coconut water. It tastes like the ocean, but in a good way, she told Harper's Bazaar Brazil. And she avoids sugar like it's an ex-boyfriend. Sugar is the enemy of collagen, she once declared. Perhaps the most intriguing part of Adriana's agelessness is her attitude. She doesn't deny aging. She doesn't fight it. She redefines it. I don't want to look 25, she said in a recent confessional. I want to look like a woman who has lived, loved, cried, danced, and survived, and still glows. There's a confidence about her that seems to transcend time. And perhaps that's the real secret. She's not trying to escape aging, she's elevating it. Since the age reveal, fans have turned into amateur detectives and skincare savants, trying to replicate Adriana's glow. Reddit threads have emerged like Adriana's ageless alchemy, where users swap theories and product dupes. One fan even launched a TikTok series titled Becoming Adriana, documenting her month-long attempt to live like the RHOM icon. On day 3 of Adriana's morning routine, and I already feel hotter, calmer, and inexplicably more Brazilian, she joked. It's tempting to think Adriana is simply blessed by the gods of good genetics and glam. And while that may be partially true, her mother reportedly looked 35 well into her 60s, it's also clear that Adriana works at her glow. She's meticulous, intentional, and above all, unapologetic. In an industry that often casts older women aside, Adriana stands tall, head high, cheekbones higher, and reminds the world that beauty doesn't expire. It evolves. There's a reason Adriana de Moura's age reveal caused such a stir. It's not just that she looks younger, it's that she feels timeless. While the rest of us may be reaching for the nearest anti-aging cream, Adriana is already 10 steps ahead, dancing on the beach, sipping her mermaid tonic, and showing the world that life after 50 isn't a decline. It's a rebirth. So, to the RHOM fans who are still stunned by the number, yes, Adriana is 59. And yes, she looks better than ever.